Hi, this is Ceevee, and I hope you're fine. So, my topic for today, as I said, it's a little controversial for the matter, for the fact that um, I'm going to say this statement. I already said that statement, let me repeat it once again. The whole concept of marriage is outdated for this century. So, how do we change this? Now, in connection with the concept of marriage, I also have to talk about divorce. Now, because we place too much of value over the so-called soulmate, a lifelong partner, my husband, my wife for the entire year, or sorry, entire life, that kind of a over placement of a stress on one relationship actually has led to a lot of stigma around divorce. Divorce has become something so traumatic for everyone. Even people who undergo divorce, they undergo a lot of trauma. Trauma because they feel that it is a failure. They feel that they have failed in their life because they have lost the opportunity to have that one great relationship in their life, or the what do you call as a soulmate, or with that kind of a glorified the fairy tale kind of a life in their in fairy tale kind of a relationship in their life. However, let's look at this. In the case of a divorce, what actually happens? Two people, when they are living together, when they enter into a marriage or a partnership, realize that probably their values, their outlooks, their purpose in life, or their goals or their vision, whatever you call it, it is not matching. And after some time, you feel that you are not evolving or growing as a person. At that time, you feel saturated. You feel that you are done with that relationship. It could be many reasons. Of course, violence or patriarchal mindsets, or lack of freedom, or lack of trust, lack of open communication, commitment. These are all things that probably can affect a relationship. But what do most of the people do? Just because you are married, just because you tied that knot, just because you believe in the so-called lifelong relationship, you believe in the so-called soulmate who is born for who is there for you the entire life, you continue in that relationship even if you do not grow or evolve or flourish in that relationship. Don't you think it's time to reconsider this concept of marriage and lifelong relationship? I know I'll be hearing a lot of flack for this, but I believe that before I go into my belief, why this belief got strengthened, I should share that as well. I have been recently reading as well as learning the subject of, two subjects. One is a book by Katherine woodwards. It's called Conscious Uncoupling. A brilliant book, a brilliant concept where she talks about how you can actually uncouple yourself from a bad divorce. If you're undergoing a divorce, you can have an amicable, a beautiful celebration of divorce. See, when you are marrying, when you are actually getting married to someone, you do a huge wedding ceremony, right? You do a great, you tell to every people, you announce to public, you make it a celebration. In fact, what Katherine says is that we should actually make our divorce also a celebration. In this celebration, make things clear that, of course, you decide to move ahead without this partner, but that doesn't mean you do not value this partner. This partner came into your life in some, and maybe gave you some good moments, as well as gave you some sufferings. And these sufferings could have actually helped you evolve as a person. These sufferings need to be timed, and these sufferings could actually become a stepping stone for your further life. So all this simply means that if you are facing a traumatic relationship, if you feel that that relationship doesn't serve the purpose, or rather, forget serving purpose. I would call it, if that relationship doesn't help you grow and evolve as a person, then it's time to take a break from that relationship. And there is nothing wrong with it. Because as far as the spiritual part of our life or our soul exists, we are all here for a purpose. We are all here for fulfilling our life. And a relationship is just one aspect of it. A relationship is not the entire part of your life. Relationships add value to your life. It shouldn't take away your life and your life's purpose. So if you're having a bad relationship, you're not able to evolve as a human being, you are not able to perform your truest full potential, then of course you are in a wrong relationship. You are not just in a wrong relationship with the person, but in a wrong relationship with yourself. And that's the point which I'm trying to make. Alright, so with that I'll conclude today's episode. These are all thought process which I'm studying more and more. I'll come up with more and more knowledge as well as learning or sharing of my learnings with you people. As I said, marriage is not the only soul relationship that you can have in your life. You can have n number of soul partnerships, and that's what your life will make. And those relationships are what will make your life more beautiful,